be able to hang in Bruce Arians' system that required quarterbacks to push the ball down the field. Well, so far this season, Brady leads the NFL in big-time throws, according to Pro Football Focus. So, Shannon, how surprised are you that Brady seems to be thriving in Bruce Arians' offense?
First and foremost, this is not Bruce Arians' offense. This is Bruce Arians' offense that's morphed into Tom Brady's offense. Look at the Bruce Arians' offense does not throw the ball to the running backs and the tight end. Here's the targets in week 1. Running backs and tight end was 15. Week 2, 18. Week 3, 21. Week 4, 24. 50% of his throws this year have been to the running back and tight end. 5th highest in the NFL. Last year was 36%, 21st in the NFL. Only Drew Brees has thrown more running balls to the running back than Tom Brady, who averages 10 targets per game. Oh, he's thriving. Okay, he's 20th in QBR, behind Gardner Minshew, Phillip Rivers, Baker Mayfield, Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's 21st in attempts. He's 22nd in completions. The only reason these numbers look good is because he's throwing the ball so many times a game, 39 times a game. Big-time throws. But what about when you give big-time throws to the other team? Skip, stop this. This needs to stop. This is not Bruce Arians' offense. The big-time throws, pushing the ball down the field. He's not pushing the ball down the field. Yes, completion percentage. Skip loves QBR. I noticed when Tom Brady's QBR, Tom Brady was Pro Football Focus ranked him last year #1, the first quarter poll, #1 in QBR. They ain't mentioned QBR. They didn't mention completion percentage. They didn't mention yards per attempt. Now you got to try to find a way to prop him up. Big-time throws. Well, what about those pick sixes? What about those INTs? Are they big-time throws also? Skip, Tom Brady is playing well. But to try to put him up there is like, he's playing as well as Aaron Rodgers. He's playing well as Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. That's not true. It's okay. But this notion that he's having this historical season is not true based on the numbers.
Interesting. You done?
I'm done.
Well, I'm about to unleash what Tom Brady has done so far in Bruce Arians' offense is spectacular to the point it's flying completely under the radar, especially by you. He has so far 16 big-time down-the-field throws. That ranks easily #1 in the National Football League. The last time he had 15-plus big-time throws in a season was back in 2011. This man is 43 years of age, playing in a brand-new offense and system with brand-new play caller, coordinator, head coach who's an offensive guru, and advisor who's an offensive guru. It's all new and all different, and he's accomplished that at the quarter poll. Pro Football Focus grades him out as the 3rd best quarterback in pro football through 4 games.
And anybody that watched him play know he's not better right now, Skip, than Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, or Patrick Mahomes. Everybody knows that, Skip. It's not even close.
So Stephen Ruiz, who breaks down film for the Win, writes about this and says, this is Arians' offense through and through. He had his doubts also. He breaks down all the tape. It's the same exact offense we saw Jameis Winston running in 2019. Same we saw Carson Palmer run in Arizona. Same offense that young Andrew Luck ran in Indianapolis. Arians has changed nothing, says Stephen Ruiz. Or Tom Brady has changed nothing, but he makes the point, to your point, the running back routes, the swing passes were always there for Jameis. Jameis just didn't take them.
Skip, because in this offense, you're not supposed to take it. What's Bruce Arians' famous term? What does he say, Skip? No what? No what?
No risk it, no biscuit.
Okay,
he has the most big-time throws in the league. Skip. Nobody has more big-time throws. Vertical. He is throwing verticals like crazy.
Skip, let me ask you a question. If you go back and look at Carson Palmer, if you go back and look at Big Ben, if you go back and look at Andrew Luck, how many times did they throw to the running backs? How many times did they throw to the tight ends? That's not Bruce Arians' offense. Bruce Arians' offense is bombs over Baghdad. Throw the ball over your head. Is that what he's doing? No. Mike Evans had 2 touchdowns, 2 catches for 2 yards against Denver.
Tom Brady's depth of throw through 4 games is almost equal to Jameis Winston, and he was bombs away last year. It's 11.4 average per attempt to 12.5 for Jameis. It's in the same ballpark.
He's 21st in yards per attempt.
He's not going to he's not going to turn the ball over like Jameis did. He's not going to take sacks like Jameis did.
What about the pick sixes? He looked like Jameis.
He threw 2 pick sixes.
At the quarter
both
pole.
to Justin Watson, who's a brand new receiver, and I don't love him. And I don't think Tom should be throwing out routes to Jameis Winston.
Okay.
But speaking of out routes, there are things called deep curls that are the equivalent to me of out routes. And if we could see one he threw this past Sunday against the Chargers, this is in the third quarter while they're making their frantic comeback. He throws this from the opposite hash all the way across the field to Mike Evans. And it's a deep curl. It's not to all the way to the sideline. But tell me you don't see this same old Tom Brady arm strength on that. I'm sorry. What arm strength is he? I told you, I see no loss, no decline of arm strength. He's throwing that from the near hash to the far sideline. I'm sorry. That is outside the numbers. And we don't have time. I could show you a dozen of those where he did complete it. And I'm saying, what are you talking about? It's all inside the numbers. And he's throwing. I showed you. I told you. I raved about little Scotty Miller in the offseason. And you laughed at me. And now he's become one of his favorite targets. Yeah. And as they made their desperate comeback from 24 to 7 down, the drive that put them over the top that got them back in the lead is to Scotty Miller. There's a bomb to Scotty Miller. Is that arm strength? Is that accuracy? And then he comes right back and hits him right over the middle for a touchdown from 30 yards. I don't know. It's like he's doing everything he used to do in New England. He looks like the same guy to me at age 43.
He looked like the guy that last year was 20th. It was 19th in QBR. He's 20th this year. Yeah. He looks like a guy that was 21st in completion percentage. Yeah. He's 22nd this year. He's 21st in yards per attempt. He was 20th last year. So what has changed?
Stephen Ruiz concludes in his piece, Brady's brilliance is what made that system work in New England, and it's having the same effect in Tampa.
Yeah, but I mean,
it just is.
Cam got the system was going good, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, Skip, this is not, look, I'm not saying Brady is not playing well, but to say Brady is running Bruce Arians' offense as it was intended to be run is disingenuous.
Okay, but the routes are all Arians' routes.
Yeah. Everybody runs the same routes. They might call them different things and put the emphasis, the stress on where the ball needs to go. In New Orleans offense, everybody's running the running back on the curl, the rim route, and the arrow or the angle. But some teams emphasize throwing it to the running back, throwing it to the tight ends more than others.
Some quarterbacks do.
So Tom Brady is throwing up, Skip. What we've seen is a gradual progression from 15 balls to the tight ends and running back in week 1 to here we are 24 in week 4. So that's not Bruce Arians' offense.
Has he had Gronk? Not much.
No. Bruce Arians' offense said, I don't throw the ball. But he threw a touchdown to Cameron Brake. O.J. Howard, before he suffered his season-ending injury, had a couple of touchdowns. So for me, Skip, all I'm saying is that to say that this is Bruce Arians' offense in its purity is not true. Tom Brady, it might be calling Bruce's terms, but his emphasis is throwing the ball to the running backs and to the tight ends, not pushing the ball down the field, getting those big chunk plays. You said Tom Brady's going to average what? 5,000 yards. He ain't getting no 5,000 yards. Never happened.
Well, you said that he's going to be throwing little underneath option routes to the slot receiver.
24.
Really?
Tight end, running receiver? Back. Look at my guy. Look at my guy, old A-Rod.
Who's the slot receiver?
Look at my guy, A-Rod. Look at what guy A-Rod, what he doing. Russ. In Russ, we trust.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers has been to 1 Super Bowl 10 years ago.
We're not doing that.
My guy is 6 out of 9, and I think he's got a real shot at getting to another one.
Right now. Who's playing the better of the position right now?
Well, one guy's starting fresh with coming out of a pandemic with no preseason games and very little offseason work.
My guy's coming out of a pandemic, and they wanted to get rid of him.
Yep, they did.
Okay, then.
And they may still want to.